What do you do with the voices in your head telling you that you're not good enough? The voices that are pointing the finger at you and saying, who do you think you are to be doing this work? The voices that are putting you down and holding you back. Let's call these voices our itty bitty shitty committee. We all have them. And these are some of the voices of our ego trying to keep us safe and small so that we don't get hurt. And very often these voices will show up as imposter syndrome, where we don't feel enough to do the work that we know we're here to do and reach the success that we desire in our lives. Does any of this sound familiar to you? If there's one thing that has helped me kick these voices out the door and get back into alignment so I can really show up in my leadership, tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, is this thing that I'm going to share with you now. My name is Renata DeMello. I'm a feminine leadership and sales mentor. And this is a place for you to align your heart and soul with selling so sales feels empowering to you. And when these voices start taking over, many of us take one of these two routes. We either want to push through or we implode and we want to hide under a rock. So we either use force or we hide. And what I want to show you is a new way, a way for you to do neither. No pushing, no hiding, but instead that you get back into alignment, grounded, and fully connected to your mission. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I'm not a big fan of affirmations because the universe doesn't speak in words, it speaks in vibration. However, this affirmation has been a game changer to get me completely out of anything that is stopping me from showing up in my full leadership and get me really connected to my mission. So when you're hearing the voices in your head, when you're noticing that you're getting off your game, when you're about to step on that call and you feel that you're leading from attachment, that you have fear, that you're anxious, that you're nervous, that you're afraid of the results. When you're about to do an outreach and you feel really disconnected, you feel afraid and you feel that anxiety, this is what you want to say. It's not about me. It's about the work that I'm here to do, and I'm the vehicle of a force fucking unstoppable. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and say this with me. Just feel the power of this affirmation. It's not about me. It's about the work that I'm here to do, and I'm the vehicle of a force fucking unstoppable. One more time. It's not about me. It's about the work that I'm here to do, and I'm the vehicle of a force fucking unstoppable. One last time. It's not about me. It's about the work that I'm here to do, and I'm the vehicle of a force fucking unstoppable. Now you tell me, how do you feel? How do you feel inside when you say these words? Whatever fear that is showing up in your space before you say these words, these are fears that are making this whole experience about you. This affirmation does three things. Number one, it immediately gets you out of your own way, because the reality is that when you are surrounded by so much fear, you're making this about yourself. You're making about the fear of being rejected in that conversation and potentially receiving a no. Or maybe you're making it about the fear of being potentially perceived as pushy and salesy and manipulative. Or maybe you're making it about the need to make that person your client and the dollar sign that is now sitting in front of you and that you so desperately want and don't want to lose it. Either way, it's about us and our fears, and these words remind you that this was never about you in the first place. It's about you being the vehicle of a force way bigger than you, way more powerful than you and your fears. The second thing that this affirmation does is that it reminds us that we are at service to something way more powerful. When we are at service of something, it gives us this intrinsic sense of responsibility and ownership that is way bigger than if we were just serving ourselves. Just notice how you are. Watch from your own personal experience. When you had to respond to someone, you automatically wanted to show up knowing that you're doing a good job. And so when we remind ourselves that we are at the service of something, we have this new level of empowerment, and that thing happens to be our soul mission. Nothing more powerful than that. The second thing that this affirmation does is that it reminds us that we are at the service of something bigger and something that is outside of us. And just look in your past experiences, just watch yourself. When you were responsible for something that was at the service of somebody else, you automatically wanted to know that you're doing a good job. You wanted to be proud of the way you're showing up. And for some reason, when we were responding to something that is not just us, we have this new level of responsibility and ownership that we just want to show up and know that we're doing a good job. And this something here just happens to be our soul mission. Now, the third thing that this affirmation does is that it automatically attunes you to your soul mission. There is no greater power than that. So this affirmation is something that I've learned in one of my retreats with Gabby Bernstein a long time ago, and it really has been of massive service to me. So I really hope that it will help you get out of your own way, shut down those voices, kick them out the door, and reconnect you with your power, with your soul mission, with what you know you're here to do. Now, there's one thing though, just the affirmation itself won't do anything, won't bring you what you want. It's not a magic pill. It will attune you, but you still have to follow through with the most important thing of this entire recipe, which is massive aligned action. So whatever it is that you were afraid of doing, whatever it is that you were tensed about, whatever it is that you were resisting, that whatever it is that you were trying to hide from or use force to push through, you get to take massive aligned action and show up in that fullness after being really attuned back to your mission. So the last part of this is you taking massive aligned action. What is it that you've been resisting, that you're avoiding, that you're hiding from? Whatever that is, go do that. Now, if you really want this to have massive impact in your life like you had in mind, I'm going to invite you to write down this affirmation and put it right in front of you, your computer, whatever it is that you spend most time around, so that you can always remember that it's not about you, it's about the work you're here to do, and you're the vehicle force, fucking unstoppable. Repeat that every day, but mostly when you feel like those voices are starting to creep in, allow yourself to really connect with this message and just watch how suddenly you have this new renewed power within you that is able to do so much more. Take action and watch how the universe starts conspiring through you to bring you everything that you actually desire, to bring all your desires to fruition. I would love to know how this message is resonating with you and how the power of this affirmation actually landed with you, because I know it has massively helped me and hundreds of coaches, healers, service providers, entrepreneurs that I have helped over the years. Please let me know in the comments below so I can be in this experience with you. I hope this video was helpful to you, and if anything I said has resonated, subscribe to the channel. Here you'll find more life-changing content about leadership, self-expression, education on sales, as well as spiritual practices, so you can show up in your full leadership, tapped in, tuned in, and turned on.